Welcome back to Ansibles, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Countdown. I'm going to go over two things with you guys here. I'm going to go over CFVI, a merger with Rumble Inc., and I'm going to go over the market again. The market, very choppy. I'm going to go over exactly what kind of momentum we're looking for going into this week. We do have a CPI report coming out on inflation this week, and we also do have Jerome Powell last week. Jerome Powell having a major sell-off because of what he had said about increase in tapering at a quicker pace. So we're looking for a bounce back here, but however, we do have CPI inflation reports. What levels are we going to be looking to see if we can hold above if we do continue on down in the market? And all I ask in return for all of this is you smash that like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that I mentioned throughout the week. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go to the 5-minute chart with you guys here on CFVI. Then I'm going to go to the 1-hour chart so you guys can see what we're looking out for overall. Then I'm going to go over the S&P 500, the 500 largest stocks in the market, representing most of the market. I know the market has been very choppy, so I'm going to go over exactly which levels we are going to be trying to hold above if we do come down. Now, I do want to mention before we get started that we do alert penny stock and breakout alerts throughout the day. We did mention CFVI on Friday at $11.18, jumping up over $13, going $600, almost about 20% on that breakout. And we also did have a major breakout last week with OP, halted as a new IPO at $3.62, jumping up over $12 on the day, over 200% on that breakout. And we also did mention CPIX on the FDA news going to extended hours at $2.46, jumping up over $5.40 going to extended hours, over 100% on that breakout. So if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss breakout alert today again. So as you guys can see here with CFVI, as you guys can see, we did have this breakout. And as you guys can see, we did have a strong pullback on Friday. I wanted to mention exactly what happened on this pullback and why exactly this did spike up right after this pullback. It was not only because we did come down below the 20-moving average, we tested the 50 and bounced off of it. We actually got official news that we were going to have this merger with Rumble Inc. So we did have this bounce back because of that in the middle of the day, and that is exactly why we did continue on up, just in case you guys were wondering exactly why we did have that bounce back from that major sell-off. But I do want to show you guys exactly which levels we're trying to hold above to make sure we do continue on with this momentum. Now, jumping into the 1-hour chart, as you guys can see, we had this major spike previously at 1438, and we are sitting at about 1330, looking to see if we can break over this 1438 mark. In my opinion, that blue sky breakout that we're looking for is not at 1438. We're going to be looking to see if we can break over the psychological resistance that we got rejected to the upside leading into. So in my opinion, that blue sky breakout is going to be here at $15 now. Again, I am holding this one at about 11:30, I believe it is 11:38, and we are looking to see if we can at least hold over 1250 going to pre-market. If we can hold over 1250, then in my opinion, we still do have a chance to continue on up. But if we cannot hold over 1250, which you guys can see, this is the top side of our large doji candle that we had previously. Looking to see if we can hold above this top side of this doji candle is what I would be looking for. As you guys can see, we also do have the top side of our rejection to the upside. So as you guys can see, we do have this momentum candle to the upside, looking to see if we can continue on with this momentum. So as you guys can see, jumping back into the 5-minute chart, we are just looking to see if we can respect this 20-moving average. As you guys can see, as soon as we did get that news, on that official news that we're going to be having that possible merger, then we did start to respect the 20-moving average. So we are just looking to see if we can respect the 20-moving average on the 5-minute chart here on CFVI to continue on up. Again, that 1438 mark is going to be very key, and that $15 psychological resistance is going to be a very key resistance that we're going to be looking to see if we can break above. If we can break above both of those resistances, then in my opinion, we are overloaded. So we will keep CFVI on the watch, and if we do have that breakout, of course, we will be alerting this one in the Inspos room. Now, jumping into the S&P 500 with you guys, as you guys can see, we had this major breakout previously from Jerome Powell mentioning that we were going to have an increase in tapering, but however, it wasn't as much as the market was expecting. So we did have this major breakout, and as you guys can see, we did get the new variant, and Jerome Powell also mentioned that we could have an increase in tapering at a quicker pace, which he has not mentioned, and a little more hawkish in my opinion, as Jerome Powell has not been as hawkish recently, protecting the market for the most part, but however, very hawkish on that comment. And with the new variant coming in, as you guys can see, we had this major spike to the downside. And as you guys can see, we did have this bounce as we had a lot of news the next day coming in on mild symptoms with the new variant. But as you guys can see, it was not enough to hold over this 20-moving average. The market's still very worried for a possible another pandemic that we could have had. So we did have another pullback. And as you guys can see, we did bounce here, but we could not hold the body of the candle above our previous bounce that we had and our rejection to the upside, getting rejected exactly here on the 20-moving average once again. And as you guys can see, we had this large momentum candle to the downside. And as you guys can see, now we do have another pullback on Friday that we are looking to see if we can bounce back from and possibly have a double bottom here. But as you guys can see, we did drop down below 450, our lows of the week at 450 on Friday. So we're looking to see if we can continue to bounce back and at least bounce back over the 20 moving average here to get more momentum. Overall here, what we're looking for from an intraday perspective is to get this 20 moving average to cross back over the 50 on the 4-hour chart. Until that does happen, we are going to be more choppy than we are bullish, in my opinion, as you guys can see previously when we did have the 20 moving average cross over the 50 when Jerome Powell, again, we did have all of that chop when Jerome Powell was mentioning possible tapering, but however, he did mention tapering, and sure enough, we had this major breakout. We had major breakouts like SLPA, multiple EV stocks, multiple things that were running throughout all of this time, if you guys remember, and now we are getting some pullbacks. Now, the question is, what exactly am I thinking through all of this? And the answer to that is, as you guys can see, we have large red candles on the larger time frames, correcting from all of this overextended momentum that we had from Jerome Powell mentioning what he had mentioned, and then basically going back on his word, correcting all of what he had mentioned to get this bullish run. So in my opinion, we're just correcting from all of this momentum that we did have. So going into this week, I will be looking to see if we can hold over 450 leading into the CPI inflation report. If we cannot hold over 450, then we will be looking to see if we can hold over 442. Well, again, where we previously did have our invert head and shoulder, looking to see if we can hold this confirmation point that we did have previously on this breakout. So again, just looking to see if we can get the 200 moving average to cross back over the 50 here on the 4-hour chart is what we're looking for to have more intraday momentum plays, just like we did previously when Powell did mention, again, that smaller increase in tapering, which gave us that nice run. So again, just looking for more consolidation here on the 4-hour chart to get more intraday perspective breakouts. And again, with that said, if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, I know the market has been very choppy. Most breakouts have been pre-market news and open. And when the market does come back with more volume, oh my goodness, we are going to have so many breakouts. I cannot wait. Go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, all of you instabulls that have been coming over and supporting the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys. Much love to every one of you guys. I hope you guys do have a great rest of your weekend. And if you guys have any questions, you guys want to talk about anything at all, go in the comment section, comment. I'm always in there to talk to you guys. Love talking to you guys. And if you guys do like this video, it does help others find it, and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.